Baci broke the world record for the longest Cook-A-Thon by an individual. The whole of Nigeria was excited. The whole of Africa was excited. Everybody was happy for Hilda Baci. Nigeria, where everybody wanted to break this record. We saw the likes of Chef Dami and a lot of other chefs come out. Finally, now this is not finally like it's a good thing, but somebody has broken Hilda Baci's record. After 6 months, somebody has broken her record and has stretched the record by over 1 day, over 24 hours. Who is this man? How did he even get to know about the record and all that? I have the full story of the man who has broken Hilda Baci's record and why he broke the record, what happened before he broke the record. I'm the Headless YouTuber, this Headless Reactions. Alatare, Yanko! Before Hilda Baci broke the record in May 2023, the previous record holder was Lata Tandon. And this lady was holding the record since 2019. This lady is an Indian and her record was 87 hours. Hilda Baci broke that record and she cooked from Thursday, 11th May 2023 to Monday, 15th May 2023. Hilda Baci cooked for 4 days, 93 hours, 11 minutes. That's Hilda Baci's record. 93 hours, 11 minutes. Now this new record holder is called Alan Fisher and he is from Ireland. He owns a restaurant in Japan and he is a chef and he has broken the world record and his new world record is 119 hours and 57 minutes. Oja. So if you do the mathematics, 93 hours, 11 minutes. If you take it out of 119 hours and 57 minutes, there's over 24 hours. Now this is how you break a record. You break the record and stretch it so long that the next person who would attempt to break the record will sit down and think that, hey, am I really willing to sit or stand on my feet to cook for 119 hours and 57 minutes? I will not do it. Now let me tell you the story of Alan Fisher, the man who broke Hilda Baci's record. Before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on post notification, drop a comment in the comment section and tell somebody about Headless. Now, Mr. Alan Fisher graduated from Dublin City University in 2008. Now, this man, after graduation, he wanted to try a new challenge. So he went for an overseas graduate program and after that program, he got a job to work in a company in Tokyo. So someone who graduated in Ireland found himself working in a company in Tokyo, Japan. 6 years after working in the company, 6 years. At this point, he was already established. He has his money. He has been working for quite some time. He is known in the community that he is at, and he met his wife. Now, after getting married, he sat down and he was thinking that, hey, okay, so now I've been working in a foreign land for 6 years. I've met the woman that I want to be my wife. I'm married. So what's next? Am I going to just go to work, come back home, sit down, let my wife cook, or I'll cook for my wife, and then is this going to be my life? That was what Alan Fisher was thinking. Then he said, no, it is time to try a new challenge. So after the wedding, the new challenge was to start his own restaurant, an Irish food restaurant, and he started the restaurant in Tokyo. Now from 2014 when he started his restaurant up to date, the restaurant has gone through a lot of challenges, especially in 2020 during the pandemic. a lot of challenges because, you know, a restaurant, people can't come out to come and eat. So he was facing some challenges. Now, in March 2023, this year, there's a festival that was happening in Tokyo called the I Love Ireland Festival. Now, during this festival, because he's a chef and a restaurant owner, he had a stand, like a rented kitchen, and the festival is so big that he was standing on his feet cooking for 2 days, overnight. He was just cooking. And it got to a time he just waited after one of the breaks. He went to do some research to see that, no, I've been standing and cooking for like 2 days. Is there any record like this that I can break? And that was when he found out the Cook-A-Thon that's going on. And at that time, in March, it was Tandon that was holding the record. So that was when he was thinking, okay, maybe I can break the record. Later in May, he found out that Hilda Baci has broken the record. The record that he wanted to break, that was 87 hours. Hilda Baci has now increased it to 93 hours and 11 minutes. So he decided that, you know what, let me also attempt to break that record. And he has broken the record and made it 119 hours, 57 minutes. Now, that wasn't the only record he broke. This man broke 2 world records. The first one was the longest cooking marathon by an individual. And that one held by Hilda Baci, he broke that record. And he also broke the record for the longest baking marathon by an individual. 47 hours, 21 minutes. After breaking the record for the longest Cook-A-Thon, he rested for like 24 hours, for like 1 day. After that, then he went ahead to break the world record for the longest baking marathon. Oh, clap for him, clap for him, clap for him. So the previous owner of this longest baking marathon was a lady called Wendy Sandner in the USA. She baked for 31 hours, 16 minutes. And this man, Alan Fisher, has come to break that record and set a new world record of 47 hours, 21 minutes. Now, when he was announced by the Guinness World Record, this is what he said. He said, records are meant to be broken, but for today at least, I can hold both simultaneously. So many sleepless nights, early mornings, anxieties, and financial stress to keep the business alive. Just head down and persevere. Breaking these records is a fitting way to share our story and create a little awareness about the Irish connection here in Masui. Now, that's where the town that he's living in. And the people in the town really supported him, just like Hilda Baci got support. This man also got a lot of support from the town. Because the food that he was cooking, he needed people to eat the food, just like Hilda Baci. The town people came, they ate the food, the things that he baked. The town people ate it, and then he needed to take a video of this whole thing. So there was a local TV station who even brought staff and people to come and take a video documentation of the entire Cook-A-Thon that he did. Oh, clap for humanity, clap for humanity. So yes, as at now, Hilda Baci is no longer the holder of the world record for the longest Cook-A-Thon by an individual. It is now held by Alan Fisher, an Irishman who owns a restaurant in Tokyo. So this is the news. So yes, to all the fans of Hilda Baci, it has been a wonderful 6 months while Hilda Baci was holding this record. Unfortunately, it's with somebody now. But for the 6 months that Hilda Baci was holding this record, she has really enjoyed whatever came from this record in terms of recognition, in terms of endorsement deals, the fame, the glitz and the glamour. So now it is time for Alan Fisher to hold this, and let's see if in the future somebody will break this record, or maybe Nigerians will try to claim it back. Let's just see what will happen. And watch other videos on this channel. Tell somebody about Headless. Yeah, then. Yeah,